You're under no obligation to answer any of his questions.
Are you serious?
Yep. Called Fifth Amendment.
Oh, really? How would
sir.
you know that? I have the right to ask you a question. I need to see your ID because you didn't cross that street in a crosswalk. I need to see your ID right now. If you don't give me your ID, I'm going to arrest you for resisting arrest. You crossed the street.
For resisting arrest.
Resisting or impeding.
Where's there a car?
This is a roadway.
There's no traffic.
This is a
Where
roadway.
am I impeding? I'll take this charge.
So that right there is Deputy Lowery with the Volusia County Sheriffs Office in Florida. If you've been following this story, you already know everything that's gone on so far. So I won't get into detail. If this is new to you, links will be in the description and a pinned comment if I remember to do it.
I want to cross the street right here.
I know why you're asking me this.
Right.
Yeah.
Do I have to use a crosswalk here or do I have to go down there?
No, you don't have to use a crosswalk.
So I could cross right here?
You sure can.
This conversation I'm having with Deputy Lowery is taking place in the exact same spot where he made that false arrest. But my point in making this video is not to retell the story, not to drag this out. Lowery is currently being investigated. There's an internal investigation going on that should wrap up soon, and I will update you as soon as it does. But my intent here is to send a genuine message to Deputy Lowery, and I sincerely hope something will be learned from this message. All cops everywhere should also listen, and they may learn something from this message too. I personally don't really think of myself as an auditor, but rather a quality control expert. And the cops, they have that blue line, but we the people have a much stronger, more solid line, and we look out for each other. But the gentleman that Lowery arrested that day was not an auditor. He was just a regular good citizen, just trying to help out other citizens by reminding them of their Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, which Lowery did not like. But here's what Lowery and every cop needs to consider and think about right here. That citizen obviously did record his interaction, but like many citizens, they're unfamiliar with how these things work, or they have no platform to reach out on. But this incident took place over a year ago. The clip you're seeing right now is recent. The initial arrest, over a year ago, in 2022. He kept the video, but he did nothing with it. He didn't even file a complaint. Although he was very upset and it created hardships for him, many people don't understand how it works. Many fear retaliation. So he just sat on this video. That in the back of his mind frustrated him anytime he would think about it. Anytime he would think about the actions of Deputy Lowery and how he was treated. And it's most likely that nothing would have ever come of it. The video would have continued to collect dust. But then, one day recently, more than a year after his arrest, his false arrest, he came across a YouTube video posted by James Madison Audits. He noticed there was a familiar face in that video. And here's a clip of what he saw.
Hey, Deputy, sorry to bug you.
Yeah, we gotta go.
I know. Can I just get a P number or an event number from you? What do you mean no? Why no? Sir, why no? Yeah, just need
Yeah, you don't need one.
just the last four
Yeah,
of
you
them.
can call the sheriff's office. None of your business.
Why are you a dickhead?
I'm not a kid.
Why
you call me a dickhead?
I'm doing a public records request for you.
You can do that through the sheriff's office.
I'm doing it to you directly. Florida statute 119 allows me to do that.
Call the sheriff's
You have a
office.
supervisor for a complaint? That's a close one. Holy sh**.
So when he saw another citizen, James Madison Audits, who genuinely was being very polite to Lowery, being treated the same way that he had been treated by Lowery, it brought all those feelings and frustrations right back to the forefront. And he thought to himself, this is ridiculous. That's enough. Something has to be done. So he dusted off that video and he sent it to James Madison Audits, a fellow quality control expert. And then a few of us in the quality control field exposed this story. But here's something to think about. If he's acting like this, knowingly being recorded, how do you act off camera? But because these videos went out there, and law enforcement does watch these videos, an internal affairs investigation was initiated, and like I said, is currently ongoing. So there's a lesson here and a direct message to Lowery. This citizen would have accepted a sincere apology. I'm not saying everybody would. I'm saying this specific citizen says that past tense, he would have respected and accepted an apology from Lowery. And this would go no further. This would have gone no further, I should say. And myself, and I think like most people, would really respect that, especially coming from a cop where so many times we see ego gets in the way of not just an apology, but even the acknowledgement that they've done wrong. There's just something about the job title of being a cop that seems to make people fight against accountability unlike any profession I've seen. So like in this encounter here that I had after the fact with Lowery about this incident, where he makes it very clear he knows he did wrong. Even if in just this video he would have said, I really apologize, whatever the reason might have been, had he done something like that, that citizen probably would have accepted that as the end of it. But well, obviously that ship has sailed now. But there's a lesson to be learned here by cops everywhere. And again, I'm being genuine here. Even though this seems like common sense, it's very, very clear. We've seen example after example that many cops could benefit from a lesson like this. This began with Lowery acting based on feelings instead of law, disrespecting the Constitution that he swore an oath to uphold and protect. In that moment, his feelings and ego were more important to him. And he knew the charge wouldn't stick. He knew it would be dropped. But he wanted to punish the citizen for hurting his feelings. He knew by taking him to jail, he's going to at least ruin his day, cost him some money, some hardships. And I promise you, cops joke and high-five about doing this to people, knowing charges will not stick. It happens a lot. And in this case, Lowery, in a way, he got lucky because this citizen did nothing with it. It went unseen, unheard, unknown. The citizen dealt with hardships and Lowery went on as usual. And then the citizen saw him do it again to someone else, a citizen who had done nothing wrong. So it's because of the persistent behavior that this came up and surfaced and this investigation began and civil action. So to simplify it, if you're a cop, and there are some that do already think this way, but set it in your mind that every person you're going to deal with, you're going to imagine them being a member of your family. Or when you're dealing with someone, ask yourself, am I treating this person the way I would treat my mother, brother, father, daughter, son, whatever? And if not, why am I treating this person differently? It seems stupid and simple, but we see so many times the wrong attitude in police work, and that has got to go. And the bad cops are a danger to the good cops. The good cops who encourage and thank us for this type of quality control. If you're a cop, genuinely think about this. Let this set in. Don't allow ego to block a valuable education. Don't just joke it off or laugh it off like, oh, stupid citizen, stupid auditor. This is simple, basic stuff. And don't ever forget, just like the cops band together, so do the people. So stay tuned, share your thoughts, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can get the outcome of this investigation as soon as I do.